Joining us here in the Pick Sports Line is Aunt Pegues, head football coach of the Farrell Steelers, the District 10 champion Farrell Steelers, as they get ready for their PIAA quarterfinal matchup on Friday night against Westinghouse. And, Coach, it's been a great weekend for the Farrell Steeler football program, winning another District 10 title, something I'm sure you don't take lightly.
Oh, for sure, Bob. You know, it's a heck of a grind season and heck of a game on Saturday, and had a really good opponent, and we're just glad to, be champion again 3 years in a row, and look forward to this Friday.
I would imagine, as you got into that game on Saturday, your schedule this year really prepared you for that moment. It wasn't easy. There were mistakes. It was some adversity, but all the great games you played this year surely prepared you for that.
Oh, for sure. That was the purpose of having that tough schedule, playing the Warren Hardings and the Erie Preps, and that was the purpose for that game there, to have some adversity and see that we could deal with it, and we had some on Saturday, and we showed that we could rise to the occasion, and definitely going to prepare for this week as well.
As the deeper you get into the playoffs, you have learned from a previous history that you need to run the ball effectively, and having Brandon Chambers, somewhat come off the bench to fill in for Juju Johnson, who was a little bit injured, surely was a godsend.
Oh, for sure. Like you said, I guess Wilmington, we ran the ball 9 times, and we know moving forward with the weather conditions and just playoff football, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to control some clock, and having Brandon, that was our guy last year, to kind of fill in for Juju Johnson, who was banged up, and to have that senior experience come in there and help us out is something special.
Your defense played at a very high level Saturday as well. You needed to play at that level. This was a very good Mercyhurst prep team. What stood out about this defense this year? I know Omar Stewart does a great job, but what has stood out in your mind about this defense?
Just how quick they learn. They practice hard. Those guys really do a lot of film study. They really do get in the film, and the guys up front, a couple seniors up front, Malachi Green and Marcel Cheeks, and then they're all led by the who I think is one of the best linebackers in the state, in Norris, and so those guys are just really, and we got a great secondary, some experience there, some speed, some size, just some guys that can really get it done, and it's showing up how good this defense really is. You've
had maybe 12 hours to celebrate, and now you have to turn your focus on to the next challenge, and you face a Westinghouse team you obviously know very well. This will be the 3rd consecutive year that you will play Westinghouse. How excited are you about not only the matchup, but then get a chance to show off Pegues Sports Complex to all of Western Pennsylvania?
Oh, very exciting. 2 years in a row we had to go down and play at Couples, which is a very nice venue. Great backdrops of the city of Pittsburgh, and now we get to get them at home, and Coach Green is just a great coach, great mentor. He's really rallying those kids around, and they're a really good team. But now we get to bring them home here to Pegues Sports Complex, and like you said, get to show it off a little bit here, and just to have the comforts of being at home. Don't have to get on a bus and ride, that sort of thing, and something a little different for us, but it's very exciting. Got a lot of stuff going on as we speak, and I just can't wait till Friday.
You've had a day or two to start looking into Westinghouse. I know they are talented. They're undefeated for a reason. What's a couple things that jump out?
They're well coached. That's the first thing you see. Bunch of athletes. They're a lot of size, a lot of speed. That's the first thing you kind of notice, that they're well coached. They attack on defense. They run the ball well. Different quarterback this year than last year, but he's an athlete as well. And I can't say enough good things about them. They're undefeated for a reason, like you said, and they're a very good team. We got our hands full.
I remember the post-game interview last year at Couple Stadium. I know it wasn't a good moment. Your team not only lost, but really took it on the chin against Westinghouse. How much have you thought about that game, and how much are you using that as a motivator for Friday night?
Oh, we're definitely talking about that. Like you said, we didn't just lose. We got physically beat up. And for a Farrell team, that rarely happens. But they physically beat us up, and we talk about that all the time. Remember this, and it's been 1 year since that happened, and like I said, we kind of prepared for that by beefing up our schedule, playing tougher competition to kind of get us used to playing against tough teams. And like I said, we talk about it all the time, and that's our main motivation right now.
From your perspective, how do you feel your team is different from the one that played them last year?
So last year, we had, obviously with Wilson being out from last year, and we had a bunch of guys banged up, and I think having those 3 weeks off and then getting into the playoff, we just wasn't mentally prepared, mentally sharp. This year's team's just a lot different. With Cabron leading this team and being the leader that he is, this team is just so well together, and they play together, they hang together. So the brotherhood is so tight right now, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take them, the guys, rely on each other out there on the field and to get this job done. Like I said, coaching is going to be there. We're going to do what we do, and we're going to have a great game plan for this, but it's going to come down to not X's and O's, but what the guys are going to have the heart to do on the field.
Is there a team that you played this year that kind of, at least early on, reminds you a little bit about of Westinghouse? Yeah,
for sure. Warren Harding does, for sure. With the size, the speed, the athleticism, they definitely remind me of Warren Harding. So we're kind of looking at some of that there, and like I said, they're well coached. I think their coaching style is a lot different, but they definitely remind me of Warren Harding's team.
Coach, you have a lot to be thankful for this year and for the years you've been a head coach and been part of the Farrell football program. Tell us what you're thankful for.
I'm just thankful for waking up every day. I'm thankful for these kids. I'm thankful for the school district. I'm thankful for my family. In general, today is my wife's anniversary, our anniversary. So I just want to say happy anniversary to my wife, my rock, the person that holds everything together for me. And so I have a lot to be thankful for. My kids, it's so much to be thankful for. But just waking up every day and being above ground is something to be thankful for, and I'm thankful for everything.
And getting to practice on Thanksgiving Day is something that's almost the benchmark for the Farrell football program.
Yes, that's something that we strive for every year. To be practicing on Thanksgiving, if you're practicing on that day, you're doing something right in your program. And so, like I said, this Thursday morning we'll be here for Thanksgiving practice, and that's going to be something really exciting and something to say thanks for. We practice on Thanksgiving, and it's just exciting, Bob. Exciting time of year, and just looking forward to this week.
Lastly, just a thought about Hickory. I know Bill Dungy, a Farrell guy. You're fond of Bill, and you got to be happy for Hickory and the Hornets moving on as well.
Yeah. Me and Bill talked quite a bit through text message and that sort of thing, and we played Sharon just like they did in the regular season. I actually told Bill, I said, Bill, you guys will probably win that game, the second game, and I know the type of person, the type of work he puts in, and I'm just so excited for him, to get another D10 title, and he's doing a hell of a job up there, and I'm just proud of him.
And Pegues, we appreciate your time here on Monday. Wish you a great week, a happy Thanksgiving, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday night at the Pegues Sports Complex.
Looking forward to it, Bob. See you guys on Friday, and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours.